not sure I'm doing the right thing. I need somebody to tell me, yeah, this is what you're supposed to be doing, or this is not what you're supposed to be doing. Because I'm sure I'm making a ton of mistakes, and if I could clear that out, it's gonna help me a lot.
Yep. No, I completely agree. Yeah, I'm more than happy to do that session next week as well, and it will benefit you for sure.
Because $30 makes a lot of sense, dude. I was shopping for coaching today, and I was looking. I found you on Google. I didn't see your content because there's not that much out there of your content. I was watching, trying to watch some of your videos, and they're super old.
Yeah.
Like really, like I was watching something and I saw like I heard the word machete, and I was like, what? What am I watching? 2 years ago. God damn it, this is too old.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tried to get some like coaching and it was like $150, or if you go for the streamers it's like 250. I'm like, $250? Who has the money to pay that? That's crazy.
It's wild. Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, and that's because they're famous and they've got clout, and people go to them. So it's fine. They are able to charge that much because they got a lot of people going
Yeah,
to them.
for sure. But I mean, as a guy who just wants to, like, if you want to go pro and you got 250 to spend on the coaching, sure, okay, I get it. Like, you don't mind spending money because you want to go pro. But if you're just gaming, you're
Yeah.
not rich. Like, regardless if the guy is famous, it's like, dude, how much money do you make a year to be able to spend 250 on a coaching on a video game? What the fuck?
Exactly.
Jesus
Exactly.
Christ. Just a last question. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so Nocturne's gonna be my main for now on. Who do I pick as an off pick? Because I got a bunch of picks. I used to play a Mumu, got nerfed. I got a huge problem with my main champs getting nerfed non-fucking stop. Yi got nerfed, and I started having a lot of problems with him. Amumu, I was starting to main him. I was having a great result. Got nerfed. I'm having issues
Yeah.
like engaging and staying on top of things. So I'm like, okay, I'm not playing a Mumu anymore. I do like Volibear, but I have the same problem as Nocturne, but like a whole new level of I have no idea what the fuck to do in the late game because I get melted. Like I can get this guy, he's super early and I can play him aggressive and he's easy to play. I can easily get a 12-0 on this guy most games, but then I fall off and like people with 2 kills are shredding me. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah. So that's partly his kit and identity as a champion. Obviously, Volibear falls off a bit late game, and he's quite strong in the early mid game. So it's like,
Good in our elo, because what I figured, maybe, okay, I really, like, if you can answer this, because I keep arguing with people in my fucking Discord that, like, they're not on par with me. I want to know if I'm wrong. In my head, early game champs in this elo are super hard to carry games because people are always getting fed regardless because they're all trash. So at some point you're gonna have a champ that's late game that's gonna have a lot of kills or a lot of CS and he's gonna come up to you and he's gonna shred you. So in my head, you gotta play either a mid game champ or like a late game champ to be able to carry you out of this elo. Like with an early game champ, it's gonna be much harder. Am I crazy?
well, I always go to stats because I have my opinions, but everyone has their opinions of this is what's best in gold, this is what's best in plat. And as you said, there's all those YouTube videos, right, of this build is the most broken, and then you find out they're a challenger player playing on a Smurf account in silver to make their YouTube videos. So it's like, of course this build's going to be broken because you're a challenger player playing in silver, stomping people.
Exactly. You got the mechanics of a challenger player. You can fucking
Yeah.
play any champ in the champ pool and you'd win anyway. So it's not accurate to like assess that.
So that's why I go with u.gg, and I think I linked it to you earlier, but I'll link it to you again, and you can literally sort by rank and objectively see, okay, Shyvana is actually the best pick in gold. Like, look here, 53.59% win rate over 13,000 matches. And you can see here Nocturne and Volibear are right up there, and even your Yi here is a 51.46% win rate. So, to be honest, your champion pool should be like, it can literally be Nocturne, Volibear, and Yi. And even Warwick, if you want to play
Dude,
Warwick. Like,
I was a mean machine on Warwick. Seriously, I've played with diamond people that was on the other team that were telling me I was like, I fucked them up in the jungle with my Warwick. I remember that.
let's play Warwick then. Like, literally, you've got, right now, as from what I'm hearing, is you've got Volibear, Nocturne, Warwick, and Yi, 4 out of the top 10 champions in the meta right now in terms of win rate are champions you can play, right? So we've got absolutely no problem now with a champion pool. It's just really you going, okay, I'm gonna, play. And what I really want you to do is play one of them, literally 80 to 90% of your games, and only play the other one when your Nocturne gets banned or your main champion gets banned. Or if you get like directly counterpicked. Nocturne doesn't really have that many counterpicks, but maybe you don't like a certain matchup with Nocturne and you go, okay, I'm going to play Volibear for this matchup, or I'm going to play Warwick.
Okay, and should I play? Would you recommend, in your opinion, because you do this for a living, Warwick or Nocturne as a main? Because I don't know if Warwick can get higher, or should I just really focus on, on Nocturne to master? Because Warwick, the big issue I have with him is it's hard in the later stage of the game because he can't split push because they do no turret damage. So all I can do is team fight, and again, like Nocturne, I can split push a bit more. He's a bit more useful in team fight. Warwick, I always get fucked like at some point in the game. Is it because I'm bad, or is it because like he's just harder in the CLO because people need to play around him?
Well, it's probably a combination of both, and to be honest, what you've been saying is you keep repeating that you have a problem with late game. So I honestly think no matter what champion you as an individual are playing, there's going to be a late game issue, and we'll be able to find it with coaching. Like, we'll be able to find it pretty much straight away.
I didn't have a problem with E late game.
Yeah, so and that's fine. A lot of players do. Like, particularly when I see scores like you, where you've got these massive amounts of kills, but also big deaths. It's usually like, okay, this guy like knows how to really win early game and like shut it down completely, but then he doesn't know how to capitalize and make sure his team ends the game. And it's a really common problem, and it's easy to fix. But you do need to actually watch the games and figure out what you're doing. I can't just be like, oh, I reckon you're doing this, this, and this wrong without watching your gameplay, because everyone's always different. But in my opinion, like whether it's Warwick or Nocturne, to be honest, it's a choice within yourself of two questions. Which one do you enjoy more, and which one do you think you're better at? Because I'd honestly, the one that answers both those questions is ideally the one you go for.
Better is Warwick. Like I was a mean machine. Like I gotta reacclimate myself with him, but I was a mean machine with Warwick. When I knew every matchup, I knew when I could go in, go out, with like beat a guy or not. Nocturne, I'm new to him. Like I just started playing him. I've never played this champ before. So like I like him. He's fun. He's a great, like, I had a ton of fun R-ing into people, but like, am I good? Not as good as Warwick.
Okay. I would suggest then let's use Warwick as the main until we get high gold and you start feeling that pressure. Because I'm looking right now, and as I can see, his win rate drops quite a lot. Where does it go to? It drops about 3% to 49.49% once we get into Platinum Plus.
Yeah, okay, so I should just focus Nocturne then.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm gonna have to like climb with him eventually.
If that's what you want to do, and to be honest, like your last 33 games on Nocturne in Gold 4, you have a 61% win rate. Anything above 55% win rate over 30 plus games at a certain rank, it basically means you're playing well above the average. So if you've got a 61% win rate in Gold 4 on a champion like Nocturne, it probably means you're playing at a Plat 4 standard already, because you've got an 11% win rate higher than 50%. If you're a true Gold 4 player, you'd have an average of 50% win rate. And, that's why I don't like to look at overall win rates, because technically it says 51%. So what this suggests is, okay, your Kayn probably is a little bit below Gold 4 standard, yet your Yi is at least Gold 4 standard or higher, and your Nocturne is probably Plat standard looking at this win rate. So honestly, I think you can play, as you said, Nocturne maybe for 90% of your games, and then, you pull out the Warwick as a comfort pick, or you pull out the Volibear, or what was the other champion we were talking about?
Kayn, Volibear, but Kayn I'm garbage. So I'm just
we don't want Kayn. I would really, advise not to go Kayn. Yeah, so let's go Nocturne, Volley, and Warwick.
Okay.
And to be honest, if we're looking in gold, Yi's up here at 51.46, but he falls once we go to diamond. Let's go to platinum. He falls down quite a little bit to about 48.87%.
The nerf was so hard on him.
Yeah, so it basically meaning he can be played in gold still, but so you can play Yi all throughout gold, but once you get to plat, you really don't want to be playing him anymore. So it's just if you do want to play Yi, because I'm trying to open you up to being like, okay, you can play like 3 or 4 champions at the moment. Ideally, you just one trick one of them until they get nerfed, and then you cycle through to your next champion in your champion pool.
Yeah, okay, I'll
But we
do that.
get bored of that, right? It's kind of fucking insanity. A lot of players, it's hard to one trick because it's not as fun. And, sometimes we just get bored of the game, and that's not what we want to do at the end of the day. We want to play the game, enjoy, have fun, as well as play champions we're good at. So you will have to find that balance of, I like to play Nocturne 80% of my games, and then I play Volibear for 10%, and I play Warwick for 10%, or whatever it is. But as long as you've got that baseline of, I'm going to play Nocturne, like you need to go, no matter what happens on this new account, I am playing Nocturne like at least 80% of your games. And
I'll
if,
try.
if
Okay, so
and
I'll
if you
look at
ever
that.
want to change that strategy, call me before you do it. Don't just go, today I'm going to play Fiddlesticks. Call me, and so we can talk through it and rationalize why you're leaving your Nocturne, which I know is very good, and you could probably play at a plat standard. Same as your Warwick, from what you said with Diamond players saying you're playing a very good Warwick. Like, you should be able to get to Platinum with those 2 champs alone without an issue.
Okay.
Even your Yi,
Okay.
to be honest, if you wanted to, but let's not go with Yi because you're not feeling him. Nocturne
No.
Warwick, and a bit of
Okay.
Volibear in there. That's what I
Okay.
recommend.
I'll practice my. Okay, so I'll practice my Warwick because he's gonna be my off pick, and then on like Sunday I'll start. No, even Saturday. Yeah, Saturday I'm just gonna. I'll play Warwick tomorrow all day, and then Saturday I'll start on Nocturne. I'll try to climb on Nocturne, see where I go.
Awesome.
Be ready for Monday.
And then the last strategy I want you to have is, so you've got an account banned, so I'm feeling like maybe you get tilted a bit. I don't know, was it chat or was it leaving the game?
No, chat.
Okay.
I don't know how I managed it because normally I get like chat ban, but
Okay.
I got banned and I didn't say anything worse than normally.
So what okay, so to avoid this happening again, please just go into your system settings and mute chat. You do not need chat. Please. I've literally played and I've climbed to Diamond multiple times with no chat. I mute it in system
Me
settings.
too? Does it mute me too? Or like if I
It
touch
mutes
it down?
everyone. So if you go into system settings and go to
Yeah.
show allied chat, remove it and remove all chat and just play the game like it's not even with other people. Just play and use pings. That is all you need to do. You're someone who
Yeah, I
gets
know.
banned. You need to be
I got a
better.
weak ban,
You're
so-
old enough as well. Like, come on. You shouldn't
Yeah, I
be
know,
getting
I know.
banned in a game, right?
I got a weak mantle, man. I
Yeah.
swear to God, I was so pissed.
And it just removes it disallows you to rage, and it makes you focus on the game so much more. There's so many benefits. It makes your team tilt less, it makes you tilt less, and it makes you focus on the game, because as soon as we jump to chat, we stop focusing on the game.
The worst part is I said to myself, deactivate chat when you get in, and don't speak to people, and I
Nah.
would deactivate chat. But then people would fucking play dumb and troll, and I would tilt and I would type anyway, even if I didn't see what they were saying.
No.
I was just mad
That's
typing.
that's why you got to do it in settings, so you don't have to worry about it for the rest of your time playing League of Legends.
I'm on it. I'm on it right now, but it doesn't see. I
Oh.
think I can just do it in game.
Yeah,
Maybe.
the setting saves forever. Let me just get my let me get my client up.
Language filter, one me, click a link game
Oh.
chat, display more. Am I crazy?
We may not be able to do it.
I think it's in game.
You can definitely do it in game. Let's see.
Oh, I got it here.
Cool. Yeah.
Show
So
allied chat.
show allied
Okay.
chat. Remove that and show all chat. You do not want either of them. Please, like, you've got an account banned. This is something you need to do. Like, this is not a question. You're wanting to become better. That's one of the things you're going to be able to do that's going to make you come better.
Like I was desperate at that point. I was like, maybe like people say you're supposed to be able to jungle, like climb on jungle the easiest. Like maybe I'm just super bad, or maybe I should lane, or I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like I was really looking around. I was like, Jesus, and I saw that 60% win rate. I was like, dude, I have 60% win rate on my champs. Like, why am I not climbing? I don't get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
And then the last piece of advice is you have 2 accounts. Your new account is going to be for climbing, right? When you're feeling good, when you're playing your best champions. This account that I'm looking at now, if you're looking at my screen again, whatever this account is, your alt account.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my alt, but it's my main now, I guess.
Okay, this is your account for learning and for playing Tilted. So I want you to have a quick rule. There's a 3-game rule. So always play games in 3 blocks. So games of 3, and then take a break. Whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, take a break every 3 games at least. Ideally, if you can have a break between every game, that's good. But 3 games. And then the other rule is never play more than 2 losses in a row on your main account. So this new account that you're going to have, if you ever get 2 losses in a row, you need to switch to this account and just play until you feel like you've either de-tilted, you're playing better, or you're ready to go back on that main account again. That's a really good rule that's going to save you so much time and frustration. Having these objective rules, like I'm only playing these champions, I'm only playing this many games before a loss, I'm playing in blocks of 3, all this shit sets you up for success and increases your win rate over a season by like 5 to 10%. And it's things that you don't actually need to get any better at. You don't need to be a better player. You just need to have rules in place that make you stricter and have a strategy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Okay, I'll do that. I'll try to
Excellent.
focus on that. I really wish I could level that account to a higher.
I know. It's
If
next
it's
season you
dead.
can, but it's doomed. Like it's not doomed. Like you could climb this. It's just going to take hundreds of games. So if you want to grind out hundreds of games, it's like, and you're losing more than you're winning. It just feels terrible.
Does
It's mentally draining.
Yeah, it is. It is. I've been at it for months, and I'm not working, so I'm only doing that. It is draining. Fuck, I forgot my question. It's too late. I'm sleepy. Oh, whatever. It wasn't important, so it's okay.
That's all good. And if
Thank
you
you.
come up with it, either just message me or in our session next week, we'll be able to talk about it.
Yeah, thank you. I'll practice my. Oh yeah, it just came back. My MMR is only calculated on ranks, or does it take into account normals?
Normals do not affect your rank at all. So you can
Okay,
play as many
even the
normals.
MMR, the hidden thingies.
Nah, normal
Right?
has its own MMR system, so does ARAMs, so does every
Okay,
game mode
fuck.
has its own MMR system, so it will never affect. So you could technically be a normals at a challenger average. No challengers play normals, so you're never going to be at a challenger average because challengers just don't play normals; they play ranked. So
Good. Like I
yeah,
can get into diamond MMR.
yeah,
Normal,
but you're actually gold 4 and ranked, and it's never going to change either of them. Like they're not going to affect each other.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Excellent.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, man.
No.
We'll see each other on Monday, and don't forget to send me the info for the payment.
Yeah,
For
I will do.
I don't know if you work with PayPal or whatever.
Yeah, I usually use PayPal if that's good for you.
Yeah, that's fine
Excellent.
by me.
Awesome. All right, I'll send it to you
Okay,
tomorrow.
thank
So go to bed or whatever you want to do, and I'll send it. You can do
I'm
it
gonna
tomorrow.
play a game or.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna play a game or two, and then I'm going to bed.
Awesome. I hope I got you pumped up.
All right, thanks.
Excellent. All right,
Yeah,
I'll
you
talk
did.
soon.
Okay, thanks. See you.
Bye. Alright guys, that was a really good call of basically a player who is really frustrated and unsure what to do. They're currently gold 4, 400 games, 51% win rate, and they're lost. They don't actually know what to do, they don't know who to play, and they've gotten in their own head. So what I did there was basically break down everything that player needs to do from a strategic perspective. Before they even get into the game, this is exactly what they need to do. They need to define their champion pool, they need to define how many games they play, they need to define what's a good win rate, what's a bad win rate, and they need to define this account for climbing, this account for learning. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, good luck, and I'll see you on the Rift.